There has been yet another update in the death of Hulk Hogan, and this story just took a very dark turn. Hulk's daughter, Brooke, and his former best friend, Bubba the Love Sponge, have been very vocal these last few weeks about the suspicious nature in their view of the circumstances around Hogan's death and their desire to see an autopsy performed before Hulk's wife has him cremated, which still has not happened yet. Brooke has even offered to pay for the autopsy herself. And the results, she says, they don't need to be made public. Whatever they find, they could just keep it private, but they would know then exactly what happened and just be at peace with it. On Wednesday, Brooke took to her Instagram and made a bombshell claim that she has been contacted by people in the know, legitimate phone calls from authorities in the know about her dad's death, that she needs to ask. This is them telling her, you need to ask questions about body camera footage and the 911 tapes from that day. So these are people who could get into serious trouble, she says, if they are outed as sharing this information, but they have told her that those tapes could potentially shed enough light to change the narrative around her father's death. She said she's still being frozen out by Hulk's wife, Sky, from gaining access to any of the materials that she's being told to try to get her hands on. This is what she posted. "Here's all I know," she said. "So stop speculating and stop asking. I've 100% gotten legit calls from professionals, from police officials to nurses that were supposedly with my dad on the day of his death, telling me that I need to see body cam footage and I need to get a hold of the 911 tapes because they supposedly contain information that could potentially shed enough light to change the narrative that we, I, and everyone has been hearing. Those same professionals feel so passionately about what they witnessed that they have continued to contact me and push me to find specific answers to this very day. They are quite literally putting their careers at risk because they feel so compelled to do the right thing. I have zero control. I cannot do anything. My hands are tied and I have no say in anything regarding my dad, even as his daughter. Those are the rules that I've been told. I do not have any information on if or when he is being cremated. Could have been right after he died. Could be tomorrow. I don't know. I have been told by my brother that there will be an autopsy. I do not know who will be performing the autopsy. Any information I receive from an autopsy, if one happens, whether I believe it or not, I will be keeping private out of respect for my father. I have to trust that my brother is doing his best to get answers. At the end of the day, answers would be great, but none of it brings my dad back. And my hands are tied. So please stop misquoting, speculating, and asking me if I know anything. I cannot get any information. I know you would think that I could, being his blood, but I can't. We are already dealing with enough. I will not be talking about this mystery anymore." That was on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, TMZ broke the news, Hulk Hogan cause of death may be medical malpractice. Who remembers that Dustin Rhodes tweet that he posted right after Hogan died? It's a little more eerie now looking back at it. Posted a tweet that he quickly deleted saying that hospitals kill people. They really do. I really mean that. It was something to that effect. This is the TMZ story. Hulk Hogan may have been the victim of medical malpractice. Malpractice that may have cost him his life. This according to sources connected to the death case. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ Sports the Clearwater PD police report regarding the 911 response to Hulk's home the day he died says that an occupational therapist was present at the wrestling legend's Florida residence when he stopped breathing. According to the report, which is on lockdown, the therapist told responding officers Hulk was the victim of medical malpractice. The therapist says during a recent operation, it's unclear if it was the surgery to repair his heart or a neck procedure, the surgeon severed, quote unquote, severed his phrenic nerve. The phrenic nerve stimulates the diaphragm, which controls breathing. Our sources say Hulk did not have a chest-clenching episode before his passing. Rather, he merely stopped breathing. We're told it was his wife, Sky, who sounded the alarm when his breath halted, and that's when the 911 call was made. We're also told there were conversations among the officers at the scene where they talked about what the therapist had told them, and this is on body cam. It's a fair assumption the conversation between the occupational therapist and the officers is also on body cam. Hulk's daughter, Brooke, has called for an autopsy. As of a week ago, we were told Hulk's body was not yet cremated, but we have not gotten any clarity if cremation has taken place. Hogan's widow, Sky, later confirmed to TMZ Sports that Hogan's phrenic nerve was compromised during one of his recent surgeries. She added that an autopsy on Hogan has been done, but declined to reveal its results. So unless she changes her mind, we will never know for sure what the autopsy actually revealed. She also said Hogan's body has not yet been cremated. From what I can gather, there's actually two phrenic nerves in the body, a left one and a right one, and they start up in your neck, and they run down through your chest, past your heart and your lungs, and into your diaphragm. They don't say during which surgery this would have happened, assuming he's had multiple surgeries in the last few months. But the one that he originally went in for his neck was back in mid-May, and he had not been heard from since then or seen on video or anything, which leads me to believe that whatever happened, it happened during that surgery. The Clearwater Police Department later issued the following statement to TMZ. We have been in communication with family members, including his son Nick and daughter Brooke. The unique nature of this case has required us to interview multiple witnesses and seek medical records from a variety of providers, and our detectives continue to do that. All of this takes time. The Hogan family has been appreciative of our efforts and our communication with them. If there was medical malpractice involved, that's going to be one hell of a lawsuit. But this, it just reminds me, you hear malpractice, celebrity. And I know we just had the Matthew Perry death, but it makes me think of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's death, which was ruled a homicide due to an overdose of propofol, which is a really powerful anesthetic that's typically used during surgery. Michael Jackson was using it to help himself sleep, the way people take fucking Ambien, which is not its intended usage. And his doctor was convicted and sent to prison for a couple of years. 4 years, but he got out in 2. Any sound off OGs listening to this remember me talking about his death at the time and the media circus around it. I mean, that's some old school sound off right there. This isn't exactly the same thing, but malpractice or negligence, that's a serious thing all the same, especially if it led to someone's death. So I don't know what the autopsy showed or if they intend to pursue this any further. Evidently, there are people directly connected to the situation who wanted his daughter to push for all of these things that she has no power to push for. So if there is something suspicious going on here, and it sure feels that way, it looks like it may end up dying with Hogan.